Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Persona 4 Arena Part 12. In the previous video we made more progress in Yukiko's story. We're probably a little over halfway through, I would say. Let's see, we might be able to finish it this time. We'll see. I could probably go a little bit longer for this video since it's the last one of the day. Feel a little better now, I think. Hetty should go back to normal, just like Yosuke-kun and Chie. I turned towards my poor lunch and I think I've avenged you. Then again, a box lunch long cherished desire is to be eaten, right? It won't be fully avenged until it fulfills its purpose. I really like the box lunch storyline is quite compelling, or surprisingly compelling. What's inside is completely mixed up. It looks pretty bad and all the flavors are probably mixed together too. It smelled good when we were at the food court, but right now it's smelling a little, quite different. Maybe, just maybe the taste is...
It's still edible.
I mean, maybe we should... Is this how we get a bad end? Yukiko fucking dies. You got any disc poisons ready? Oh no. Oh god. Yukiko fucking dies.
All I have to do is check. Simple as that.
That's right. Why didn't I just do this sooner? I could taste it myself, but I know I'd be too lenient of a critic. It would be best if I get an unbiased opinion about it.
Hey, Teddy, won't you try tasting my boxed lunch?
Teddy, run. Oh no, he can't run because he lost.
Yuki-chan? No, not there!
Don't worry, this won't hurt a bit.
What are you doing?
You also have to try some? Don't worry, Mr. President. It'll be alright. It'll taste great. I think. I ignore Teddy's struggle and open up the zipper. I pour the contents of the box lunch into him.
This is...
Okay, so it's good.
What? What's going on? Are you alright, Teddy?
Huh? This is unexpected. Teddy's body starts shaking and he's making a rattling sound. He couldn't even move a finger before, but now he's bursting with energy.
Incredible! I didn't know my boxed lunch had such powers. No matter what kind of shadow is lurking here, there's no need to fear as long as I have this. I should go feed it to everyone.
Oh no. If I keep wasting time, my box lunch will go bad. I need to hurry and deliver this to everyone before it gets cold. It might lose its potency.
Hey, Yukiko-san! Teddy's not looking so hot! Holy crap!
Teddy fucking died. After leaving the music room, I feel bad for being so rude and not letting Miss President have some of my food. She did find it after all, but oh well. The ones I really want to give this to are the members of the investigation team. I would really like to go back and see Chie, but those invisible walls won't let me get there. As I plod forward in the only direction I'm able, I peek into one of the open classrooms and am relieved to see one of the people I've been looking for from behind.
Yukiko, are you alright?
Oh no.
I'm okay. I'm glad I found you.
Yeah, something's not right here. It's too dangerous to wander around separately.
Yukon seems to be seriously troubled, but everything will be okay now if he just eats my box lunch.
Here, eat this. It'll cheer you up.
The moment I present my box lunch, Yukon jumps far back with incredible speed. On top of that, he's even drawn his sword. Huh? Don't tell me, has Yukon gone crazy too?
No!
Yeah, he's the one that's gone crazy.
Yukiko, calm down. You need to snap out of it.
Just as I thought, our conversation isn't matching up. It's the same as when I first ran into Yosuke-kun and Chie. All the more reason to heal him with this box lunch. When I try presenting the box lunch to Yukon again, He slowly backs away from me with a tense expression on his
This
face.
isn't like Yukiko. If she was in her right mind, she wouldn't be putting her friends' lives in danger like this. There's no way around it. I'm sorry, Yukiko.
Yukon raises his hand to the sky and summons his persona. It's no use. Yukon won't return to normal until we fight. I don't want to fight him, but I don't have a choice.
Don't worry, Yukon. My boxed lunch will help bring you back to normal.
I'll make sure to heal you. Okay. yeah, let's make a save. I really like the joke, like what if paths. I don't know if there were any potentially in Yosuke and Yu's. I mean, I know there were some dialogue choices, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, I know there were some dialogue choices, but I don't need to do that. Oh my god, bro, I'm getting my ass kicked. What did you spam? He can't handle it. He can't handle it. Bro, you're dead. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know if there were, I mean, I know there's some dialogue options in Use, but they weren't like, they didn't feel like there were, you know, anything that would provide a branch. They were just like for flavor, I think. Yukon has fallen flat on the ground, face first, and isn't moving an inch. He's accepted his fate. Did I go a little too far? Well, no better time to bring out the you-know-what.
All right, Yukon. I'll have you healed in no time.
Have you returned to your usual self, Yukiko?
What are you talking about? Now, I brought a boxed lunch. You need to eat it.
Impossible. She hasn't snapped out of it?
Oh dear. I'm getting flustered now. Teddy enjoyed it, but I wonder if Yukon would like the same flavors.
Open wide. Is it delicious?
That's a great
There's more.
scream. For some reason, Yukon doesn't seem to have returned to his normal self after the fight. He's still flailing around. Since the TV world still has him under its spell, I used my elbow to pin him down and shovel the food from the boxed lunch into his mouth. This should return him to normal. To think I was worried about the contents getting mixed up. Instead, it tastes even better. I'll have to use this information in my future cooking. Maybe I don't even have to cook everything separately. I'll save so much time. I wonder why none of our cooks told me about this secret. Yukon suddenly stops moving entirely. Huh? What's going on? I look at Yukon's face. His eyes are closed and his body's gone limp.
He must have been so tired that he fell asleep.
She actually murdered him. I bet Yukon is a state of food-induced bliss. He's able to completely relax due to the flavor nirvana that he's experiencing. I'm so happy. There's still a lot more where that came from. I should give him another helping since he enjoys it so much.
People can swallow food while they're asleep, right? I guess I should feed him something soft just in case.
How much box lunch is there?
Oh, there she is. Huh? Yu's with you?
Bro, you can't move. Huh? Yosuke-kun? I thought he couldn't leave the gym.
Yosuke-kun? And everyone else too? What's going on?
Sheesh, what are you talking about, Yukiko-senpai? The case has been solved.
Yep, but for some reason, you and Yukon hadn't shown up. That's why we all came looking for you.
So, what were you two doing here?
It's just a little light murder.
Huh? Naoto-kun's here too?
The case has been solved, so this weird tournament is over and I don't have to fight against everyone anymore? I take the time to check off the faces of my friends that have gathered. Yosuke-kun, Chie, Rize-chan, Yu-kun's right there. Oh, even Naoto-kun and Kanji-kun are here. So, everyone in the investigation team is gathered and we all have free time now, right? Teddy's not here, but he's already eaten, so he'll be fine. Oh, God.
This is perfect timing. Let's all eat my boxed lunch to celebrate the case being solved.
That's fantastic.
Huh? The boxed lunch? She didn't say what I thought she said, right?
I assume your employees at the Amagi Inn made this for us?
No, I made it myself. I put my heart into it.
Huh? Wait, didn't your boxed lunch get all messed up?
Oh.
Oh, don't worry about that. It won't make a difference after you eat it.
I mean, she's got a point. It does all be the same in the stomach. Everyone is smiling at my words. I'm glad that I decided to make this box lunch. It'll be the perfect remedy for all the tension they built up during those weird situations that pitted us against each other.
Yosuke, you'll try it, won't you?
Yu-kun, who had gotten up without my knowing, places a hand on my shoulder. I think he's silently congratulating me for a job well done. He's probably telling the others that they should partake. I'm so happy, but all this praise is a bit embarrassing.
Isn't that a bit... Hey, Kanji, where do you think you're going?
Get off my back! This ain't the time for bluffing. I'm too young to die. Oh wait, there's probably not enough for me anyways. I can't take any if there won't be enough for my senpai.
Yeah, the elders eat first.
Oh, you don't need to be so modest. I brought plenty.
When I show them the food packed away in the tiered box, everyone looks overwhelmed. It was a lot of trouble making so much. They've probably never seen a super feast this big. I'm happy that they're so surprised.
Holy crap.
Ah!
Come on now. I want to see clean plates.
It's nice. The next day, oh, it's still going on, man. I kind of like how long this one is too. The next day after everyone ate the boxed lunch and returned from the TV world, Yukiko and the others all got really sick. The holidays we look forward to spending together sadly ended without us being able to see each other much. Maybe they all got the flu or something. Despite that, it was a lot of fun. It's been so long since everyone was able to get together like this. Now I just need to take everything I've learned, practice really hard, and make an even more amazing box lunch next time. Okay, there we go. But those are fun. I really like those. Okay, now we gotta... I think it was scene 7? 8? I can't remember if 8 was before or after we did the choice. Let's start with 8, because I think 7's before we fought Teddy. Oh no, this is fighting you? Alright, so we did want to load 7?
Finally.
Yeah, we might just go ahead and... stop spamming. Only I can spam? Nope, that's not the right button. Oh.
Guys.
Okay, actually, can you load from here? You can't. Can you? There you go, story select. Is that what I'm looking for? No, this is the default scene. Okay, whatever. Yes, we want to load 7. I have faith in myself. No, now's not the time for that. I've been allowing myself to get caught up on only thinking about myself and worrying about my food this whole time. I need to focus on more important things, like saving Miss President.
Are you okay, Miss President? Are you hurt? Teddy didn't try anything funny, did he? Yukiko-san, you...
Miss President's voice trails off as she stares at me.
What is it? Oh, I used my persona in front of her.
I was so furious at Teddy that I hadn't even think before summoning my persona. From an outsider's perspective, that fight must have seemed like I was actually participating in that tournament thing. How can I explain this?
I get that you were angry, but you just had a huge fight right in front of me. And after I told you to go home, what are you doing still at school?
You're not my real
I'm
mom.
the student council president, you know? You gotta leave this stuff to me.
I didn't vote for you. That's not what I expected to be scolded for. Does she really not find her personas odd? Maybe she's confused because she's entered this world? But I can't say Miss President without having her trust. I can't have her disliking me or becoming suspicious of me. There's no way she'd believe me if I tried to tell her that she's inside of a world within a TV. Here's what you do. To win her trust, you give her a little box lunch. I need to find a way to gain her trust first, with a box lunch. I continue to I mean, she's like a robot, right? I mean, she shouldn't care about the taste. I continue to choose my words carefully to make sure I don't anger Miss President.
I'm sorry. I was just worried about you. Also, Teddy here seems to be the host of this tournament.
Oh, you thought that too? Yeah, I was fooled at first. But after talking to him, I don't think that's true anymore.
Huh? What does she mean by that? Teddy's not the host of the tournament?
I'm sorry. Can you explain?
Miss President nods and begins telling me why she's been with Teddy. At first, she thought that Teddy was the host and asked him to stop the tournament. However, according to him, the Teddy on the TV is an imposter called the General. As she tells me this, I glance over and realize that Teddy isn't wearing that funny cape or hat. Considering that it's only a hat and cape, it wouldn't take much time to change out of that costume, but this isn't good. Now I'm the one who doesn't know what I'm supposed to do, or supposed to believe. When she sees my confusion, Miss President wakes up the unconscious Teddy and says, "It'd be quicker if you just ask him yourself."
Hey, wake up! Get a grip on yourself. Ain't you supposed to be my knight?
Whoa! A cutie pie's trying to score with me? Okie dokie! I'm puckered up and ready for your wake-up kiss!
Sometimes violence is the answer.
Teddy, do you need me to punish you again?
Yikes! I was just joking. I'll be good.
All right, then tell me what's going on. She said that the Teddy hosting the tournament wasn't the real one. But in that case, what have you been doing all this time?
Yuki-chan, you believe me?
Of course. We're friends, aren't we? Though that does depend on what you tell me.
You don't give an inch!
I really do want to believe him. Considering how many things seem odd inside the TV world, I can't be making any assumptions. After hearing my demand, Teddy pulls himself together and tells me everything that's happened up to now. He explained that he had noticed something abnormal in this world and came to investigate way before we figured out anything was going on, and that the fake Teddy was already here when he arrived. How he met Miss President and was falsely accused of being the culprit, and how he's been fighting all this time to protect her since she can't use a persona. Doesn't seem like he's lying. I believe Teddy. Thinking back to what Chie said, no matter how much he might enjoy pranks, there's no way he could have done something this complicated, and he would never enjoy making all of his friends fight. But mainly because he could never do something this complicated. Same goes for Rise-chan too. And if General Teddy's a fake, then that Rise-chan who's doing the broadcast may be a fake too. I feel bad for ever doubting my investigation team friends.
Okay, I understand now. I'm sorry I doubted you, Teddy.
See? Did you hear that, Miss President? Yuki-chan believes me.
So she does. Alright, what the hell. I'll believe you too. Truth to tell, you're so immature that I can't see you putting this together.
Whoa! Such high praise! I can tell you really trust me, Miss President.
It wasn't a compliment, Numbskull.
Good for you, Teddy. You've been protecting Miss President all this time, right? Well, I think you did a great job.
Oh my! Praise from Yuki-chan too? I'm on a roll! This is great! So great! Keep it coming, please!
Yeah, give him a box lunch as thanks. She always gets so carried away. But I have to say, I'm definitely happier to see this Teddy than the one that in that weird
But then
costume.
who's in the announcement room? He looks exactly like you. Some relative of yours?
Huh? There's nobody as adorable as me in this world.
The announcement room. Oh right, this is supposed to be Yasagami High. He's using the PA system in the TVs, then he may be in the announcement room. But Miss President's question is important too. What in the world is that fake Teddy? General Teddy? First thing that crosses my mind about it would be Teddy's shadow, but Teddy was able to use his persona a moment ago, so that can't be it. That means someone's disguised as Teddy. Also, General Teddy means there must be an Admiral Teddy, a Field Marshal Teddy. Who in the world would do such a... I was thinking in circles until now, but maybe I've found the answer.
Hey, this is just a thought, but if someone has made themselves look exactly like you, Teddy, couldn't it actually be Miss President's shadow?
Huh?
My shadow? What's that?
I'm not sure how to explain it, but...
I hadn't told her anything yet. I didn't want to frighten her. I do also like how the various characters come to the conclusion faster depending on their personalities. Like Yukiko gets to the conclusion fairly quickly, whereas Chie doesn't realize the shadow stuff until like the very end. But I think she can probably trust me now. I need to explain the situation in full. Teddy and I both give Miss President our understanding of what's been going on. We tell her that she's been dropped inside a TV and is currently in another world. How the shadow, a side of one's heart that they don't want to admit, can come out of someone and materialize in this world. And finally, how there are cases when the real person is attacked by their shadow. I explained it all as simply and as plainly as I could put it, but Miss President does that confused head tilt thing again.
Yukiko-san, are you doing alright? Like, in general? You can open up to me if you want.
Oh, no,
I guess even though she trusts me, bringing up such an unbelievable story makes it sound like I'm delusional. After all, when I was dropped into this world for the first time, I didn't understand or believe what was going on either. But I can't give up. When I explain things once more to try and get her to believe me, Miss President reluctantly nods.
Come on. A world inside a TV. Shadows. Sounds like a big old fairy tale to me.
You did see her shoot fireballs, right?
anyway, you've gotten dragged into a pretty bad mess, so I want to help you get out of it.
Oh, that reminds me. I don't even know her name. How thoughtless of me.
Sorry, may I ask your name? I only know that you're the student council president.
Say, you never told me either. Please tell us your name, Miss President.
Huh? My name?
Miss President stammers and looks away. I wonder what's wrong. I didn't ask her anything odd, did I?
Are you all right? I'm sure you must be confused with all that's been happening.
That's not it. What gives? I can't remember anything. Why? I'm supposed to be student council president, too.
Miss President, please, calm down. It's okay. You know what they say. Less talk, more action.
Teddy and I try and calm Miss President down. It seems she doesn't remember anything other than being student council president. Apparently she was so caught up with the situation, she didn't even realize that she had forgotten about everything else.
I don't get it. Could something this bizarre really happen?
Don't worry. I bet you just can't remember now because of the shock of being dropped inside a TV. The same thing happened to me last year.
I couldn't believe that it was reality either. I think that her jumbled up memories are only natural considering how abnormal the situation is.
TV, huh? It's just so hard to swallow.
I'm sure you'll remember everything once we get back to the real world. Let's go look for that fake Teddy for now, okay?
When I smile at her, Miss President seems a bit more relieved and her expression softens. I have to get her out of this world. And to do that, I need to stay strong too.
A blossoming friendship between two cuties. This is great. I'm so touched.
Box lunch. Attack.
In honor of the occasion, I request that Miss President try to score with me.
Score? Teddy, if you continue mentioning that, I'm going to get angry again.
Oh no! Is the scoring princess becoming truly enraged?
That joke's a year old now. How many times are you gonna keep making it? Sheesh, we're going on ahead.
Whoa, hey! Yukiko-san!
I take Miss President's hand and begin walking briskly. She still brings up that stupid joke even though it happened a long time ago. That was what my shadow said, not me. Oh wait, my shadow is how I truly feel. Oh no. In any case, that's not what I'm really like. I would never try and be a scoring princess.
Yikes! Wait for me! Yuki-chan! Miss President! I don't want to be left alone!
Oh,
He's been sent to horny solitary confinement? I forgot. This tournament's rule dictates that only the winner can move on. So much has happened that I forgot that I just beat Teddy in a fight. He'll be fine. Plus knowing Teddy, he won't stop hitting on us or bringing up that scoring princess stuff. I don't want Miss President getting the wrong impression of me, so I ignore him and head for the announcement room. He has literally been sent to horny jail. We've searched everywhere for the announcement room, where that fake Teddy should be, but we still can't find it. I'm starting to get tired. I suggest to Miss President that we should take a break and try opening one of the nearby classroom doors. Monitoring to the ceiling isn't on. There's no one here either. Thank goodness. We should be able to rest for a bit here. I set the box lunch on the desk and sit down with Miss President. Now that I've finally taken a seat, I suddenly realize just how exhausted I am. Come to think of it, ever since I got into the TV world this time, it's been non-stop running, walking around, and fighting, and reading. Mainly reading.
Still carrying that, huh?
Carrying that? What is she talking about?
Oh, you mean the lunchbox?
Yeah. If you weren't gonna need it right away, you could have just left it with him back there.
Oh, no, he might eat it, and, you know, we really need to save all of it. This also means that she's been beating everyone's ass while carrying a big-ass box lunch. Leaving lunch with Teddy instead of carrying it around? Yeah, think about it. I feel like I should have probably done that. But still, I'm hesitant to just leave it behind because, of course, it's so delectable that he would eat every bit of it. This President's right in that we won't be needing it right away. And even besides that, the food inside is in no condition to give to anyone. But it's still filled with so many feelings. I don't think I'd be able to explain all that to Miss President, so I try and change the subject to deflect attention away.
Say, Teddy seems to have taken a real liking to you, Miss President. I think I understand why. You're really pretty after all.
Guess my attempts to change the subject was a little too obvious. Yeah, but I couldn't think of any other topic to conversation besides Teddy that both of us could definitely relate to. If she were in my shoes, I bet she'd be able to expand the conversation in a much more natural way. Would she? As I sink into my own negative thoughts, Miss President cocks her head and speaks up.
Hey, can I ask you something? Am I good looking?
There's no right answer here. I wasn't expecting a response like that. I must have the exact expression on my face that Miss President did a moment ago. She seems embarrassed that I'm giving her that look. I guess I should answer her question, though.
Yes, I think so. I bet you'd look great if you dressed up.
You could just say you look great. Probably didn't need to have the extra line. Wow, way to go there, me. Even I think that sounded weird. I do honestly think that Miss President is cute and good looking. Maybe she's never thought about such things? He doesn't seem to be wearing makeup, and I don't see any accessories either. Just her uniform and nothing else, like a living example of the school regulations.
Really? I'm not much of an expert since I usually just wear what I need for work. But most people at school give their own little alterations to their uniforms and things like that.
Is that allowed? Don't the teachers get sore?
I mean, some of them don't even ever wear the uniform, like Chie.
I'm not sure. I guess they might complain if things got too out of hand.
I mean, I guess Yukiko also doesn't really wear the... I mean, if you're a main character, you don't have to wear the uniform, basically.
But I wear a cardigan over my uniform all the time, and I've never received a complaint. Let's see. I wonder what kind of look would work for you.
I have a compact mirror with me, so I peer into it with Mr. President. Then again, it's small, so there isn't much I can really see. When I try putting my cardigan up to Miss President's chest and change her hairstyle a bit with my headband, her eyes brighten up. Now that's kinda cute. After Miss President shyly fixes her messed up hair and returns my cardigan and headband, she warmly speaks up.
Never knew I could look like that.
See? Isn't it fun to give your uniform your own personal touch?
Seeing Miss President so happy makes me happy too. It seems like she really didn't have any interest in our looks until now. That's a bit of a
I don't give
waste.
much thought to fashion, though. I think Chie would be better at telling which colors compliment you best.
Chie? Who's she?
She's a great friend of mine. Chie is a natural at choosing colors and things that look great on people.
Yeah, she's also the carnivore who discarded her womanhood. Red looks good on you, Yukiko. He was the one who said that to me. She's always looking after me. Sometimes I feel like she knows me even better than I know myself. When we go shopping together, she always picks out clothes that she's positive would look good on me, so I bet she'd be able to find something for Miss President in a flash.
A friend of yours? I want to meet her too.
Sure. Once this is over, we can all go shopping together. I'm sure there are lots of outfits that would look good on you.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll hold you to it.
Feel a little closer to Miss President now. Oh, Yukiko's gonna get her own fucking social link. I don't have that many friends, but it still makes me happy when I make a new one. I'm sure Chie would be surprised too. She's always exaggerating, so I bet she'd say something like, I can't believe Yukiko has to hang out with someone besides me. I put on the cardigan that Miss President returned to me, just as I'm about to suggest that we get going. A mysterious yet familiar voice echoes within my head.
Senpai! Can anyone hear me? That voice. Risa-chan? She's making contact through her persona, so it must be.
It's different from the voice that was being broadcast over the PA system. This feeling is definitely Risa-chan's persona. Her persona is a bit different from ours. It has special abilities that allow her to detect faraway presences and send her voice to people over long distances. I tell Miss President what's happening, and she seems amazed that my friend has contacted me. I then quickly turn my concentration back to the conversation with Rize.
Yukiko-senpai! Thank goodness! Sorry, I was so relieved that I started tearing up. Are you alright, Yukiko-senpai?
Mm-hmm. I'm fine. What about you? Are you okay? You were doing these weird broadcasts until a moment ago, but you're back to normal now, right?
That wasn't me! A fake Teddy was saying those things in my voice. Ever since I got kidnapped, he was watching me. I didn't get any chances to use my persona. Yukiko-senpai, where are you right? Wait a sec. Are you with someone right now?
I see, Risa-chan doesn't know about Miss President. I quickly tell her about our encounter and what has happened.
Weird. Something's not right about her. I can't put my finger on it, but she's not normal.
None of them are normal? Not normal? Well, I start thinking about what she could possibly mean by that. Risa-chan continues on.
So based on how things went last year, you think that girl's the victim and the fake Teddy's her shadow?
I don't know yet, but it's possible. Rise-chan, you say you were with the fake one all this time. Are you okay?
Oh, sure, don't worry about me. The fake's gone off somewhere. That's why I was trying to contact someone.
Thank goodness, Rise-chan saved them. It must have been so scary being held captive by the fake Teddy. He was using both Teddy's form and Rise-chan's voice. What reason would he have to do that? Oh, that reminds me. I should tell Rise-chan that her manager was worried about her.
Oh, this might not be worth mentioning now, but your manager called the inn.
Huh? Inoue-san contacted you? Yikes. Sorry about that.
Oh no, don't be. I just thought you should know.
Oh man, how am I gonna explain this? I seriously have no excuse. I'll just have to lie and say I ran away from home for a few days. I'm gonna get in such trouble for this. Ugh. But one thing at a time. We have to deal with this situation first.
Don't worry, the others are here too. We'll rescue you in no time.
Yeah, I'm sensing them now. Cool.
Yeah, they can't move. They're in
I'll
timeout.
be waiting, so hurry and come get me. Oh, but be careful.
Rise-chan answers energetically, but I know there's no way she's all right after being captured by the mastermind behind this case. I bet she's scared and worried. I have to hurry and rescue her. Rise-chan ends the communication after telling me she's going to try and contact everyone else. I told her where Yosuke-kun, Chie, and Teddy were, so hopefully she'll be able to contact them. But my objective is now clear. I have to go to the announcement room, rescue Rise-chan, and then do something about that fake Teddy. Now that the goal's in sight, I can more thoroughly focus on reaching it.
Well, that didn't look weird or nothing. Were you talking to your friend inside your head?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I bet it's hard to believe, but
No, I'm not calling emergency services. We haven't contacted the local sanatorium or nothing.
I could tell from watching you. You didn't look like you were faking it. You must really get along with him.
Huh?
I could see on your face that you didn't doubt him at all. And I'm sure they trust you right back, huh?
After thinking for a moment, I can't help but smile.
they sure do. We've been through a lot together, you see.
I feel like Miss President's acting a little off. I thought she might feel out of the loop after I had that whole conversation without her, but it seems like something else is on her mind. It's like she feels as awkward, no, apologetic? It's as if she's bearing something that she can't say to anyone else. Am I overthinking things?
Don't worry. We're behind you, too. I'm sure you'll get through this just fine.
I reassure and try and cheer her up, but Miss President only nods ambiguously and doesn't smile back. I want to help her, but what should I do? Give her the box lunch! We walk around the school some more and finally find the announcement room. The culprit of this case must be waiting behind this door. That realization makes me tense up. I motion towards Miss President. When she nods back, I fling the door open.
Yukiko-senpai, you came!
Only Rise-chan is in here. I thought that the fake Teddy would be like, "Mwahaha, you finally made it this far. Now let me tell you my master plan." Or something like that. Just as I have that thought, he turns up on every monitor in the announcement room.
Welcome, Yuki-chan. Looking for me? You must know already, but this is the stage for the final battle. You've brought your own strange audience with you, but I'll overlook that for now. You seem to love attention so much that I'm sure you'll do better with an audience.
Yeah, I feel that. The fake Teddy glances to Miss President for a moment, but seems uninterested and says nothing more about her. If he's this girl's shadow, I thought he would definitely start taunting her.
There's no point in pretending to be Teddy anymore. I'm not fooled. Who are you? Why are you doing this? How much longer will this awful game continue?
Oh my! How rude of you to call it awful when you're the ones who wished for it!
We wished for this? What do you mean?
As I've said from the start, real men let their fists do the talking! Bring out the next challenger!
Just like before, smoke pours out. I still can't tell whose silhouette it is I see through the white smoke, but I have a pretty good idea. The fake Teddy said a moment ago that this is the final battle. Since I fought Yosuke-kun, Chie, and Teddy, there's only one person left. Kanji!
It would be you.
That makes things easier then. Let's get started, Yukiko.
He's gotta avenge his past self who was murdered. That's right, it's Yukon.
If it's at all possible, I don't want to fight. Can we not do this?
What a question. You've been fighting against your friends this whole time, haven't you?
That's true, but...
I don't want to fight, huh? You always just wait for things to happen. You can't do anything until someone makes the choice for you. You haven't changed at all. Just like last year. You're still waiting for someone to come and rescue you.
I haven't changed at all?
That simple statement is like a knife through my chest. The things my shadow said to me when I first entered this world began echoing through my mind. As if to reopen the wound, Yukun's cutting remarks remind me of the pain I thought I left behind. The me who wanted to go somewhere but was too weak-willed to do anything on her own, and thus yearned after a prince to take me away. The me that didn't have enough courage to even consider breaking the cage surrounding me, only becoming more and more fretful. I thought I had faced down those fears. I thought I had changed. I did my best to improve my cooking, a skill that I was bad at as part of that process. That's why I made this box lunch. But after hearing Yukon say those things, feelings I've been slowly building up have been instantly cut down. My confidence has been shaken. Have I not actually changed at all?
That's not true. I'm trying to the best of my abilities.
Enough with the weasel words. I'm sick of your excuses.
The weasel words? He has no intention of listening to a thing I say. Yukon draws the sword as if to tell me as much. Because the fake Teddy's rules are still in effect, if I want to save anyone, then I must fight. I have to steel myself. If I don't fight and win, I won't be able to protect Miss President and the others.
Listen, both of you, something ain't right. Yukiko-san, are you really gonna fight him?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know you want to stop this. But this is my only choice right now. Please, stand back, Miss President.
Upon hearing my words, Rise-chan leads Miss President a safe distance away from the upcoming fight. It'll be alright. I've been able to pull through so far. I just need to concentrate on the battle before me. Otherwise, I won't be able to win against Yukon, but we already beat him twice in this video. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, lady? What are you... The man with infinite question marks?
Finally!
The buttons? They don't do anything? I mean, it kinda works.
I'll show you.
Oh, come back.
Sorry, guys.
Time to leave indeed. I guess we'll go ahead and try and finish her storyline. We'll maybe go a little bit longer. I really just beat up Yukon. Finally came to visit us after all this time and we ended up fighting? How did this happen? Same with Yosuke-kun, Chie, and Teddy too. That reminds me, everyone said the same things to me before I fought with them. Maybe I really haven't changed at all.
You're pretty strong, Yukiko.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you hurt anywhere? I ended up fighting you anyway.
I try and excuse myself to Yukon, who's just gotten back to his feet. He looks puzzled.
I knew something wasn't right. You've done a complete 180 from how you were a moment ago.
I was just thinking the same thing about you.
if you doofs don't mind me butting in, something wasn't right with either of you. It was like neither of you could hear what you were saying. The way you answered each other didn't make no sense.
We didn't hear what the other was saying? Huh, it was like this after each of my fights. Once they were over, it was clear that our conversations beforehand weren't matching up at all. I didn't have time to check and, to be honest, was afraid of what I'd find, but what if the things we heard from each other weren't actually what we said at all?
I see. Was that the fake Teddy at work too?
You think he's doing it on purpose to make friends fight each other?
That's crazy. Why? How could anyone do something so horrible as making someone fight their friends?
Miss President is disgusted by the situation. It almost seems as if she was the one who was forced to fight against all her friends. She must be a very kind person. It feels as if she's getting angry for my sake. I tell her not to let the situation bother her and calm her down. And then I introduce her formally to Rise-chan and Yukiko. I explain how I met her in this world and how she can't remember anything, and how she may be the victim at the heart of this case. Upon hearing my theory, Yukiko nods and falls deep into thought.
I see. That's strange, though. The Shadow's main objective is to take the place of the real person. If he really is her shadow, that fake Teddy hasn't seemed interested in her at all.
Yeah, you're right. He completely ignored Miss President a moment ago, too.
You still haven't figured it out? I made sure to spell it out for you from the start, too.
A voice suddenly echoes throughout the room. I feel as if I've heard it somewhere before. But it's a voice that I really don't want to remember.
Who's there? Where are you?
You haven't found what you cherish, have you? What you truly desire.
Voice's owner slowly reveals herself. That figure was the one thing I didn't want to see. I faced her once in the past, but now that I have to face her again, I'm scared.
Yukiko-senpai's shadow? This can't be!
That's right, the one that appeared before everyone was myself. My own face, mocking
Now
me.
that everything's peaceful, no one will help me. I'm suffering now, yet no one notices. I'm beside myself because I can't tell if I'm making any real progress. Isn't that right, me?
I can't believe this. Why? I mean, I've already defeated my own shadow and obtained a persona. There's no way she could show herself again.
But then I noticed something. If I stir up more trouble, everyone will worry. I'm sure. No, I know for a fact that my real prince will come save me this time.
Shadow's smile widens as she stares at me. I can't face that gaze. My eyes wander across the ground. Before long, something comes into my field of view. My box lunch. My shadow realizes what I was glancing at and intensifies the verbal assault.
I mean, take that boxed lunch. I said that I made it for everyone, but I'm not at all confident about it. I could have given it to them, but I didn't. I was so scared inside that I couldn't. Yet I can't throw it away either. That boxed lunch is just like me. I did my best, but I don't know whether or not it came out good. Just like poor, pitiful me.
That's not true! Come, Konohana Sakuya! Huh?
I can't summon my persona? Nothing happens. It's as if I've never had the power to begin with. No, why? How can this be?
No, this isn't happening! I look so pitiful!
Did you think that just because you gained your persona that your shadow would never appear again? Did you think you'd never meet me again after you accepted yourself? Sorry, but no one ever really lets go of their weaknesses.
You'd think somebody else would, like, butt in
Always be with
during the
you.
conversation over some words of support? Has my persona really turned back into a shadow? Is all the progress I thought I made only my mind? Have I really not changed at all? The words cast at me earlier cut fresh wounds into my heart.
You tried to act all high and mighty by saying you were determined, but you were just trying not to rock the boat. It's too much trouble thinking on your own, so you closed your eyes to everything. Isn't that right, Miss Goody Two-Shoes?
Have you ever thought about the problem you cause for others? You may not realize, but you completely rely on us. That box lunch you brought today is a perfect example. Nobody ever said they wanted you to make them one.
You always just wait for things to happen. You can't do anything until someone makes the choice for you. You haven't changed at all. Just like last year. You're still waiting for someone to come and rescue you.
The me that gave up on thinking for myself. The me that selfishly ignores the feelings of others. The me that can't do anything on my own. The me that pretended to have grown, but in reality hasn't changed at all. My weakness caused this case, and dragged everyone into it? My shadow continues the verbal barrage as I stand trembling.
I've always been by your side. You were just tuning me out for a while. Isn't that true? Poor, pitiful me.
Like, just a nugget of anime friendship right now. Please stop. I catch myself covering my face with my hands. I don't want to see or hear anymore. I'm scared. Yukon and the others are getting a full view of my pitiful self. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I can't even stand.
Stop!
Have I not changed at all since back then? Did I actually know that deep down, but I was just trying to ignore it? Please, no more. I just want to let go. I want to let go of everything. Oh no.
Yukiko-san!
Don't turn into a boss!
Yukiko! Don't let it fool you!
I still got fucking PTSD from that damn bird.
He's right, Yukiko-senpai. Look up at us.
What am I doing? Why was I so frightened? Yukon, Rise-chan, Miss President? I can hear all their reassuring voices too. I could have spoke up a little earlier. I'm not alone. No matter how pitiful I am or how painful things are, I have great friends who aren't embarrassed of me. They accept me for who I am and will fight alongside me. Reassuring voices pull me out of the darkness. I slowly open my eyes. Before me, I see Yukon from behind. He has stepped in between me and my shadow to try and protect me. Rise-chan is holding my body up.
Don't give in. You overcame your weakness back then, didn't you? We all know you did. We were there.
Yeah, we were there, alright.
Yeah, you're not running away from anything. Not last time and not this time either. You came to rescue me just like you said. This is the second time you've done that. You're not weak at all.
You're both right. I can face myself. I can do this.
Please, let me do this.
Yukon and I exchange glances. When he sees me nod with determination, his expression softens and he stands aside. He believes in me. Trust makes me so happy right now. Thank you.
Look after Miss President and Rise-chan.
Of course.
I get back to my feet and stand firmly. Fix my gaze upon the smirking shadow in front of me. If it was my weakness that caused this case, then I'll bring an end to this case myself.
We'll never let go of their weaknesses. They're probably right about that. That's why I must continue fighting against mine. And I can do it because I know I'm not alone.
Yes, now I can take a step towards that goal.
Yukiko-san, can you really beat her?
Yeah, probably. Miss President's voice. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Not for everyone. I'd have never realized I possessed such inner strength. Take a deep breath. I won't look away again.
You say you're my weakness? Then no matter how many times you come back, I will continue to stand up against you. Now, come.
This time I feel the strength flowing through me and my persona, Konohanasaki, appears. The shadow contorts her face in pure hatred from seeing me standing up against her.
Why? Why aren't you despairing? I was so close to.
If it wasn't for you dang kids and that bear. Alrighty.
Final.
Oh god. Looks so weird. No, wait, I didn't want to jump right into it. I feel like we got all those hits and then she hit me twice and did like the same amount of damage. They made... For some reason I try and dash to the left with L1. With my final strike, the shadow stops moving. I won. I've defeated her. Again.
You did it, Yukiko.
Yeah, a little bit easier than the in the Let's Play. Like the longest, most fucking drag out, knockdown fight.
Thanks.
I truly feel horrible that my weakness was what caused this case. I'm sure that everyone will still accept me though. This time, I know for sure that I'm not just pretending that I overcame my weaknesses. I'll be alright now. Even if I go astray again, I'll be able to stand against it.
Huh? Senpai, be careful! Something's not right with the shadow!
I'll turn towards Risei-chan and simultaneously all the lights in the announcement room turn off. What happened?
They repeatedly suffered the pain of fighting their friends, but they still didn't lose heart.
A voice echoes in the darkness. An ominous voice that makes me feel like insects are crawling all over my skin. Still, this voice is somehow familiar.
No one can understand you after all. What a shame.
The lights come back on and the one standing before me was the fake Teddy? But why? Just a moment ago I was positive that my shadow was there.
What? What are you talking about?
The fake Teddy looks straight at Miss President and is addressing her. The air about him and even his voice are completely different now.
Who are you? I thought you were my shadow.
No, that's not true, Senpai. I couldn't tell until now, but the one this thing's based on is Miss President.
What are you talking about, Risei-chan? That's impossible. That's literally what you thought, like, 20 minutes ago. I mean, just a moment ago, I
thought something was odd. Yukiko used her persona in the fight. Personas and shadows are one and the same. It's impossible for both to exist at once.
Yukuna's right. How could I have forgotten that? Power of personas can only be obtained by accepting one's shadow. The reason I'm able to use my persona is because I already faced my shadow, but I was fighting that thing with my persona. It couldn't possibly be my shadow.
Plus, we've never seen a shadow take on someone else's appearance. Maybe that's why your conversations with each other got all jumbled up.
Either way, this isn't like last year.
Hey! Would you stop treating me like I'm some kind of freak? This wasn't my power originally. It's hers.
Her power? What's that supposed to mean? This president cradles her head and denies the shadow's words.
No! I'm not like that! Why so desperate all of a sudden? It's about time you remembered. Stop deluding yourself!
Oh man, loud cutscene sure would suck if it wasn't loud.
I am a shadow. The true self. That's...
I'm gonna be really mad if those actually like do change or something. I mean, I assume they're all like the exact same cutscene just cause, you know, the animation budget probably, but... No. The fake Teddy turned into a form that looks exactly like Miss President. Now, when we start doing the other, you know, characters, we might run into new cutscenes and have to prepare the ears for that. Fake Teddy turned into a form that looks exactly like Miss President. So it's Miss President's shadow? A shadow that can change forms is completely unheard of. I still can't believe it, despite all the evidence pointing to it.
I think that's its real appearance. Look at it next to Miss President over there.
Try to compare them as Risei-chan says. This president is trembling uncontrollably and trying to hide, but when I can tell, the Shadow's face is pretty much identical. Also, this has gone on a little bit longer than I intended. I wasn't really sure if we were going to do a U-Fight and a Shadow thing before we went to the announcement room. So I kind of thought it might end a little bit earlier, but we'll have a long video. Although the Shadow's body is covered with all kinds of metallic parts and she looks like some kind of robot. The real Miss President is acting like I was. She shut her eyes tight and is shaking her head.
I'm not deceiving myself. I don't know you.
Huh. You're still trying to look away? Then how else do you explain me? The power to scramble other people's senses? Those people there must be aware of it. Ask yourself, why do I have such powers?
Because you, the real one, have them too.
Power to scramble other people's senses? I get it now. That's why everyone wasn't making any sense when we fought.
I see. If I had lost my mind during those matches, I should have realized it. But I never did. Neither did the others. So we didn't really lose our minds. We just seemed that way to the other person. Which means no matter what the other person really said or did, we'd perceive it as being something completely different.
So that was the reason why everyone's attitudes and conversations didn't match up after the fight was over? We were both hearing things that neither of us said. But why does the Shadow keep saying the power is Miss President's? What could that possibly mean?
Is that Miss President's persona ability? Or is it something else?
That's a pretty good guess.
But it's wrong. I was born with this ability. More like a weapon, designed for infiltration.
Infiltrating what?
Infiltration? Weapon? That doesn't make any sense at all. What are you talking about?
No! No! I don't want to remember!
You don't? Hey, fine with me. Then you can die as you are.
Shadow brandishes the giant axe in her hand and comes charging at Miss President. Miss President's still trembling and doesn't seem like she can move. No! My body suddenly acts faster than I can think. I reflexively slide in between the Shadow and Miss President.
Look out!
Yukiko!
The moment I embrace Miss President to shield her from the Shadow's axe, I hear the ping of metal striking metal.
Senpai! Senpai, hang in there!
Yukun? Yukun stopped the axe with his sword to protect me and Miss President, but Power of the Shadow's attack knocks him away. I'm scared, but I can't back down now. Yukun gave us all to protect us, so now it's my turn. Shadow glares at me in disgust as it sees me refusing to move from Miss President.
Why are you protecting her? You've had your turn already. Get out of my way. The only one I have business with is me over there.
Shadow brandishes the giant axe at us once again with pure rage. The Shadow's strong, but I can't run away. The moment I was about to summon my persona, the presence behind me moved.
Eliminating Shadow.
No way!
I have absolutely no idea what happened. I hear sounds of machinery whirring. It's not from the Shadow. It's coming from Miss President.
Target confirmed to be a Shadow. 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon Labris, initiating elimination process.
What in the world is Miss President? Oh man, the tease with the music too? Oh man. Well, that does mean we're done with the main 4 for now, which means we can move on to some new storylines, starting of course with that boy Kanji. That's what we'll be doing next time. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye guys.